At this particular point, I would like to officially convene our third annual image competition online ceremony. And on behalf of the NYU Aging Incubator, I'm Victoria Ravis. Josh Chodosh is one of three co-directors. I'm one of them. He is another one. And then a third one is Bei Wu, who hopefully will be joining us shortly. Just a little bit about the Aging Incubator before we get to the good part. The Incubator was established in 2016 as a university-wide initiative designed to bring together faculty and students from across the university from all disciplines who are involved in the study of aging and the impact of aging on society. So what we are trying to do with the Incubator since our initiation is really to be a resource and a facilitator to the NYU community to both grow research, educational activities, events, and resources for those who want to work in the aging field or are interested in doing so. We also see our mission as a way of being able to enhance awareness of what it means to be dealing with global aging in today's world and really prepare succeeding generations for being able to fully appreciate the opportunities that increased longevity is giving all of us. So we are committed really to the improvement of the health and well-being of older adults through what we see as both innovative and interdisciplinary research, policy development, and educational initiatives. One of our educational initiatives is to engage with students and allow students to both be aware of the broader issues we're talking about, but also contribute their insights and direction. And that brings us to the image competition. The whole point of the image competition, which we launched back in 2018, is for both undergraduate and graduate students to participate in a way of artistically expressing aging-related concepts and themes. In this year's theme, as we are all facing, is life during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we asked students to capture how older adults cope in their daily lives with the COVID-19 pandemic. And we got a number of very provocative and interesting images, and one rose to the top. Which you are seeing on the screen now. And I would like to just briefly introduce graduate student Nareesa Dhalla, who is a dual degree student at NYU Wagner in the School of Global Public Health. And she submitted the winning image, which is portrayed here. And on behalf of the Aging Incubator, we would like to wish you our huge congratulations for this very special image. And it will be posted on the website and in our social media platforms. And not only do you get the benefit of being featured, but you also get a cash prize. And so the $500 award is, as with everything else, being sent the certificate, which I will be showing shortly. And will be sent to you also via email, and your $500 reward has been processed, and it'll be showing up in your bank account. At this particular point, I would like to give you an opportunity, if you would like to say a few words about what inspired you to create this marvelous graphic and what you would like to be able to say about it.
For sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak here today. I am truly, truly honored that you found my piece compelling and moving. When I took a look at the other submissions, I thought they were all unique and each piece told its own story. I'd like to give the participants a shout out because the work that they submitted were all amazing, and I encourage everyone to go take a look at this year's and even past year's entries. I first came across this competition when my professor, Dr. Dickey, encouraged our cohort to submit an entry. This competition caught my eye because of the very timely and relevant topic of COVID-19 and aging. So I'm originally from Canada, and when the pandemic just taken flight, unfortunately, a lot of our nursing homes became areas of high COVID infection rates. Many seniors were quarantined and they were isolated from their families, and their daily routines were severely disrupted. It was during this time where my heart really went out to these seniors and their families because, unlike the younger generation, they couldn't benefit from the use of technology. This pushed me more to think about my own grandparents who don't have access to technologies either. For example, my grandma doesn't have internet in her home and nor does she have a cell phone. So as soon as my family was all vaccinated, we took it upon ourselves to buy her a cell phone and teach her how to FaceTime us. And to be quite honest, I'm very impressed by her tech savviness. She's a very quick learner, and I don't know why we didn't do this sooner. Meanwhile, in the same time frame, my paternal grandmother, she was living on the West Coast, which is around 3 to 4 hours away by flight. But my cousins who live in that area, they're all very amazing. And luckily we got to FaceTime her quite often. But a couple months ago when COVID cases were surging and my grandma actually suffered a stroke, which was really, really tough on my family because we couldn't go visit her because of all the lockdown measurements that were happening at that time. But we're very lucky to have our cousins who let us FaceTime her every single day. It's one of those moments where you really wish you got to be with her, but technology really helped bridge that gap. Even being there virtually was very difficult, but at least like I know that she knows that we were always there for her. Like no matter what happened, like we would always call her at the end of the day. So I'm very, very, very thankful for the use of technology, which allowed some semblance of interconnectedness throughout these times. And that was kind of my inspiration for this piece. And I really hope that when people look at it, it evokes happiness and sadness, because that's exactly how it makes me feel. I truly encourage everyone to pick up the phone and call or video call your parents or grandparents, because distance doesn't really matter in this time, and you can still always be there for someone you love. Thank you.
Those are very heartfelt and moving words. And I mean, they really sum up, I think, what characterizes the impact of COVID on all of our lives. And I do appreciate you sharing your personal story with us. Thank you, Nareesa. Thank you. This is your official congratulations, your certificate of award for the 3rd annual competition. And this particular basis, what I would like to be able to do is to just thank you for sharing your inspiration and your talent and your commitment to aging. And I hope that your image will inspire others along the lines of what you had wished. So at this point, our ceremony is being concluded for the day, and we hope that in another 12 months, everything will not necessarily have to be virtual. So thank you for attending, and thank you very much once again, Nareesa.
Thank you, Nareesa.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
No
good
problem.
day.
I was just going to unmute for a minute
Oh.
and say here to what Vicki just said.
Uh,
But I would also just tell you that, you know, even though we had a lot of great submissions, yours was undeniably the one that everyone selected. So really great job.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you.
All right.
Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, Taken. Good luck to you.
Thank you. You too. I hope
Come back
everyone-
and see us.
Yeah, I'll come visit.
All right, good. All right.
Okay.
Take care now.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.